So this message or whatever can be quite frustrating, right? To constantly hear that you're not there, there's already no you, and so on, because there's already nobody who can let go. It can sound like this is just an idea or like a thought or or just a felt sense of that you are there. But the thing is, when it is like that, when that is what's being experienced, whatever is being said is immediately, getting filtered into this sense of I am there. So it immediately sounds like, okay, I am kind of responsible for this then. So if I did this, if I made, this illusionary you come alive and be there, then I can get rid of it, right? But that's the thing. I'm at work, so there was someone calling me. But yeah, anyhow, there is already no one who can let go. There's no one who has this idea that I am here. So if I made myself exist, then I can make myself not exist. I can think myself out of this, or I can, do something to get out of this. But this is the fucking loop. This is just the freaking kaboom, the mind-blowing poof that's already nothingness. Literally, that's already nothingness. So just this felt sense of me, literally this experience of that you are there, that's already nothingness. So it's just so stunning and wow. And this is not being said because it's wrong to feel like someone is there and you're actually having a life and you existing. No, it's just stunning to talk about. It's just mind-blowing to talk about. It's just beautiful to talk about. Literally. Because of course, when there's no one keeping track of a story, when there's no one here, it's always like talking about this for the first time, always fresh, always new, always equally stunning, and just like, wow, there's nobody here. Just really beautiful to talk about. Some things just resonate when you talk about them. So this is really fun to talk about. But yeah, it can be deeply frustrating, because of course the felt sense of self wants to do something with this, because it's living in doing. It's living in I can do something because I am actually here, right? But this is not talking to anyone. This is not talking to anything. There's no one here talking. How pointless, huh? This won't lead up to anything. Yet it seems like that. It seems like this leads up to something. But there's no one who can reach anything. Everything is already this freaking void, the emptiness, nothingness, only what's arising, only the view. So a sense of I am here can suddenly be no sense of, nothing. Nobody here and nobody anywhere. But no one who knows that. No one who is claiming that. It's not a new identity or a state. Can never be figured out, can never be understood. So yes, stories just arise for no one, right? Here, there's suddenly, I was on a vacation. I'm just sharing a story now that is arising here, that is happening here, but not to anyone though, and it's not really happening, right? It's all just a dream, but for no one, and no one who knows that. But I was on a vacation I was promised work when I came back. I'm back at work now, and my schedule is almost empty. There's no work because my bosses are just spitting out empty words that actually didn't mean anything. They were just like, yeah, there will be work for you, but there's actually no plan. So in the moment, there was like, oh fuck, I actually need to get money. And then some actions were taken, to guarantee that in a way. Because this character is apparently just conditioned to really look after itself when it comes to money. It was always like that since being a small child. But there's no choice in that. There's literally no control. There's no control. And no one did anything to anyone. This is just what's happening, right? This is just what's arising. So everything can come with that, worry, stress, being irritated, or just whatever, even fear, just thoughts happening for no one. How will I pay my bills and blah, blah, blah. It's just what's happening, but it's just happening here, right? There's just this projection of how the future will be according to, the thoughts and emotions happening here. But everything is just here, right? It's all happening here. Here in this fucking void. Really, really, really. And this is not even like a point, No here and now. There's no like, this isn't in any, a center in like some kind of space and time or whatever. It's fucking floating in nothingness. Nothingness. How is Kenneth saying? He says something, free fall. I think he's the one who said the free fall. Because, yeah, it's just whatever. Arising from nothing, appearing in nothing, nothing appearing in nothing. Just this emptiness arising as these crazy stories. And I don't know, it's just so... Yeah, of course, it's so freaking different when it's just thoughts and just emotions for no one, or when it's your thoughts and your emotions and you think you are responsible for the thoughts. You think the thoughts identify you, the emotions, they identify you. But the thing is, this is not about that you are not that. This is about that you are not even there. So of course, this is very different from all those spiritual, non-dual, or even self-improvement messages, which is saying that you are something else. You are not the thoughts, you are not the worry, blah, blah, blah. This is saying you are not there. It's just the thoughts, it's just the emotions, but there's no one who has them. Come from nothing, disappears into nothing. No one keeping track of the story. Can be full on fucking worry and fear for, I don't know, some minutes. And then it's just like this imprint maybe of that. The body was maybe worked up for a bit, but there's no memory of the story. There's no memory of why this feeling is being felt, Just whatever, really just always riding in sand, and the wave comes and takes it all the time. All the time, nothing stays. Woof, 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 like this. I don't know, it's just so stunning with some stories, like literally, like PMS seems to really be a thing, within the dream. These always get like, not always, but almost always, like, kind of depressed 1-2 days before the period comes. It's just very different what's arising. Energies or feelings or thoughts or everything is just, it seems to be very different, right? But I don't know. It's just stories. I don't know. It's just really cool. And it's the same thing like with what's being said. It's not like someone is remembering or knowing what's being said here. There's literally no way of keeping track of anything. It's just talking and no one is talking. And when there's a, felt sense of self there, it feels like you are talking. So you feel like you are actually saying these things, you are responsible for them. And then maybe after you can feel good about it or feel really shitty about it because you're like, fuck, what did I say? Or, oh, I should have said this instead and this instead. You're not even there. You didn't say anything. Or you feel really good, I said this and it was really good. I'm really good because I said those good things. No one said anything. It's just talking. It's literally just talking. And you're not talking. You're not in control. How many times have you said and done things you didn't plan to say or do? I mean, come on, that happens like all the time. Because there's no one in control. And even the thoughts of how you're going to say something, that's also just this emptiness arising. It's not your thoughts. You're not there. How cool it is. It's so cool that this can really feel like, it's really a lived sense of I am here. I am owning everything that's arising. Whatever is arising is identifying me. That's what I am, And either it's good stuff or it's bad stuff. And if it's bad stuff, we need to change that. Then we need to go in therapy. We need to change things in our life, blah, 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 blah. To, make life according to your story that you think you have. Isn't it stunning? That's so stunning. And all of that is already emptiness, nothingness, nobody. So no, no one can, of course, do anything about this because no one did anything from the beginning. You didn't, birth yourself into this lived sense of self, and now you're responsible for that and you can get yourself out of it. No, you were never there. You're already not there. It's just what's happening, just stories. Fall is coming, and that's beautiful. Bye.